Hey guys, welcome to Let's Get Personal. I am going to be really quick today because I have some work to do for my new listing. The question is, how long would you wait before you decide to file for divorce, leave your spouse in the relationship? And that question varies from couple to couple, individual to individual. There is no right or wrong answer. I will say that now that I am divorced and talking to men and women about their relationship, I think a lot of people come to me for relationship advice because I have been married and I've been divorced and I've seen the dating side. So a lot of people want my opinion or ask me questions about it. What I will say is, and the thing I always tell them, go to therapy. I know that is not, there's such a stigma. Is the stigma around therapy or counseling, whatever you want to call it. And that is where I tell my couples, friends, whomever, that's the place to start. But I will say both people have to be ready, willing, and want to work on the relationship or whatever it is that you guys are disagreeing about, or the problems in the relationship. If only one person is going because the other person is asked, then generally only one person is really going to be doing the work, and nobody can be in a relationship by themselves. One-sided relationships never work, whether you're in a marriage, a relationship, a friendship. One-sided relationships never work. So it really takes two people to want to work, actively work every single day on the relationship. Marriage, relationships are not I get to take off and I don't have to work on it this day. You're constantly pouring into another individual every single day. And so there is a level of work and responsibility that comes along with being in a marriage and being in a relationship. And you got to be ready and willing and able to do that work in therapy and counseling. But that's where I always tell my friends and anybody that asks, try going to counseling first. Exhaust all possibilities before you make that decision. Because here's the thing, guys. This problem in this relationship, okay, but you're going to have something else in another relationship. So it's kind of you have to figure out which battles you want to fight and what you're willing to accept and not accept. And so that is kind of my general rule of thumb, is that there is really no answer. But I will say, I can speak for women. We know when something is over. We just get this feeling, and we just know. I don't know if maybe men, if you're out there, can you tell me a little bit about how you guys think? But myself, I knew when it was over. It took me a while to file for divorce because I wasn't sure what that would look like, how it would look like, and it was scary. But I knew. And I think a lot of women will tell you they know when the relationship is over, and for some reason we just try and stay till the very, very end to try and make things work. And ultimately at some point we have to make decisions, and that's what I did. My ex-husband and I were in counseling for 6 of the 7 years, and before you guys go like, oh my gosh, no, it wasn't like that. We started off in counseling for a specific reason, and after going, I really liked it, and I liked that it gave me tools and held me accountable to our relationship and the things that were going on in our relationship, and how to deal with the world we were living in and understand what marriage was about. Guys, before I went to therapy, I had never heard that word therapy. I didn't know anybody who had been to therapy. I just knew I was gonna go to this place, and originally a pastor started our counseling with us, and it got to the point where he was like, okay, I need to send you guys off to like an actual marriage counselor so you can understand marriage a little bit more and what that looks like for you guys. So that's how we got into an actual marriage counselor. But we originally started with the pastor, and again, had no idea what I was going into, but I was open to the idea of doing something different and better. So I think that's my answer. There is no time frame. I think you just know. But before you make that choice, I suggest going to therapy, trying to work the relationship out, and then if you can't, you can actually leave the relationship and say, I did everything I could do to make it work and it didn't. And that happens, and that's part of life. So you win some, you lose some. And so start there. If you don't want to start there, I would say you probably have no relationship at that point. If two people aren't ready and open to the idea of fixing the issue at hand, then those same issues are going to follow you in another relationship because you didn't take care of them the first go round. So keep the questions coming. I'm so happy to answer them. I know I went really fast today, but I have a lot of work to do. Continue to send in the questions and I will continue to answer them. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos. I get so many compliments sent to me, and it really warms my heart that even if it's just one person that I was able to help, I helped someone. So thank you, and I look forward to seeing you guys on Sundays for the real estate edition. Bye guys.